overwhelm and procrastination. And when you have so many things in your mind, so many directions that you could go in, and all of them are calling and pulling at you, how do you decide where to focus? And this is such a good thing. I know I'm not the only one that has analysis paralysis, overthinking, hesitancy, a lot of deciding and lack of making a decision to move forward. So one of the things I've been sitting on for the last couple months is technology, and not, hey, hi, not moving ahead with a website and some technical things, course creation and things. So for me, I find my clarity by talking to people, especially talking to, today I talked with my business coach, Rachel. If you're watching, thank you so much for your time today. And it gave me it, what I loved about our session today was she gave me, she's going to give me like a map, a roadmap to follow and check off and make sure I get these things done in an order for me to start building my business and focus on one thing at a time so that you don't get overwhelmed. That's what I'm learning for myself, and it's easier said than done because, of course, like most people, you want instant gratification, you want to see things happen quickly. And I am learning to just embrace the process of life and go at the speed that you're at, and it's all going to work out. Everything's going to work out for your highest good. Another thing is the difference between making a decision with your brain versus your heart. Most of us, like I am doing right now, using our brains. How much is this platform going to cost versus this one? Should I leave this email c- system to go with this one that includes it? And how much is that going to cost? And all of these things that we could be really thinking a lot about when we don't need to. If we really sink into our heart and check into, is this going to serve me the best? Is it going to make my life easier? Is it going to be more affordable? All of that will come without your having to think about it. So, what I'm going to do, because I haven't made a decision, is I'm going to go for a walk and I'm not going to think about it. I might even do some silence on it. And because I've got a couple of options that I've looked at. And the thing is, our subconscious already knows the answer. So all we need to do is be quiet and listen to what's already there. And what I find, hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment below. We're talking about analysis, thinking too much, and making decisions. And we're talking about coaching and different ideas on how to move forward in your life without second guessing yourself. And I've been second guessing myself a lot the last couple months. You know, when I started the podcast, listening to my voice and overthinking about not liking the way I sounded and feeling uncomfortable about it, a lot of judgment of myself, and um, wondering what other people are thinking about it and what are they saying and do I look stupid and all of these things. When you make yourself vulnerable, it's going to happen. But through the process of just this podcast example, I am learning to just let it go. People are going to judge me. People are going to judge you. And the thing that's pulling me to continue doing it is because I like doing them. I really enjoy connecting with people and learning from them. So many people have so much life experience that can be shared and we can learn and grow from. And also, I know that ultimately it's going to help build my communication skills, which I think are the number one thing I need to develop right now in my life. Being a better listener, asking better questions. And so I'm willing to put myself out there to learn and grow. That's what my podcast is called, Grow Intentionally. And it's not only for my viewers, it's from myself. Hello, beautiful. So I'm kind of ranting right now, but I'm just speaking from my heart. Some things that have been on my mind. And also, another thing, another tip I'd like to share with you if you're in a situation where you're overthinking your life is to start thinking of the end result. Who is the person that you want to be 5 years from now? What does that person look like? What does she wear? What does she, how does she posture herself in her relationships, in her business? Um, what kind of car is she driving? Is all of those little things like that. How successful is she? And so good advice. Thanks, Paul, the nail driver. Cool. Thanks for listening. Always speak from your heart. Yes. Good. Thanks for listening. I love all the comments coming. I love it when I know people are listening, so I'm not talking to myself. And so yeah, so those are just some things that I would recommend thinking about. There's a difference, and especially when it comes to big life decisions, knowing where we're headed, like it's kind of like a GPS in our lives, right? Where do we want to go? If you're unhappy with your job or in a relationship or whatever it is going on right now, then ask yourself, would would I be happier here in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, and I probably found you because of your topic. Oh, really? Wow. What do you do, nail driver? are you are you really a nail driver? um and are you watching me on uh you are a carpenter. Oh, great. So you must be watching me on Haps. I am actually multi-streaming right now, so I'm not sure. You could even be on YouTube. I know my Facebook users. You're in Haps. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was my idea to share with you today a little bit about thinking where you're headed, because you can get in the car and you can drive and drive and drive and drive and drive, but if you don't have a destination, you're going to be driving in circles in your life. So knowing what you want and what your end result is critical for your success. And I am so blessed to be working with a business coach, a life coach. I mean, I have at least 5 coaches right now that I'm working with. So that's the kind of guidance that I think is really important for us if we want to be successful in our lives, is to have somebody else's eyes looking in your direction and seeing what you don't see, because we all have blind spots, and also our thinking, our words. We don't hear ourselves sometimes, but when other people can listen to you, and also your body language speaks a lot too, and you don't see yourself making your gestures. Yeah, I have a lot of coaches. And so uh yeah. You just need someone else. If you want to have a good happy life, then it's always good to have a coach. I've started a project that is almost done, started 38 years ago. What? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. You must be so proud, Paul. Is that a carpentry project, like building a house or something like that? You must be extremely proud of yourself that you're almost there, almost to the end. That's so great. And see, I'm sure, Paul, I'm not sure in your situation if your project was something that you did on your own or you needed help restoring a farmhouse. That sounds beautiful. I know I have my cousin has bought old farmhouse wood and used them in her house for different things, different projects. And farmhouse wood, the old farmhouse wood is just beautiful. So, did you do this project by yourself, Paul, or did you need help to do it? Because I know I don't know much about carpentry, but the main thing I was thinking was sometimes we all need to ask for help, and maybe in your case you did as well. So yeah, so I have I'm married to a retired art teacher. Whoa, wow, that's so awesome. Does she help you do your projects? And I'm sure your farmhouse is beautiful. I just love farmhouses. They're just so just amazing to look at. The history behind it too. This is our biggest joint effort. Beautiful. And yeah, to be able to do something like this with your partner in life, just as in coaching, when you grow together, you have a shared experience that goes beyond what your physical labor is in your case. And so if you're in a relationship with someone, if you're in a relationship, then consider doing something like Paul's doing, or even just going to uh, learn together. I'm sure Paul's learned a lot about his wife through doing this project together, and so you know, I think personal development is best when you're growing with your partner in life. Hi, James. Aloha. So that was my live for you today. It's Friday, almost dinner time, and I just wanted to come on here and share my day 53 of 77 days. I might start coming on Haps more. I love that people are talking to me here. Maybe it's the time of day too, but sometimes when I just do these lives on Facebook, nobody's talking. They're watching, but they're not saying anything. And I really appreciate having company and having a discussion rather than just talking. So thanks for listening to me today. You all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back. Aloha. Nice meeting you, Paul.